Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. We're here at the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds in West Dallas as we prepare for the 164th State Fair presented by U.S. Cellular. It's happening August 6th through the 16th, and it annually welcomes nearly 900,000 fairgoers over the course of the 11-day run. The fair is an entertainment extravaganza, and it's one of the state's most affordable entertainment options of the summer. The grounds feature an ag village where fairgoers can enjoy an average of 6,000 to 8,000 animals on display and in competition. And here to tell us more about that aspect of the fair is Brian Bolan. He's the Director of Agriculture for the Wisconsin State Fair, and the Director of Marketing and Communications, Kathleen O'Leary, is back to fill us in on the food, fun, and festivities. Hi, Brian.
Hello.
And welcome back, Kathleen.
Wonderful to see you guys.
I'm glad to have you both here. And Brian, as the State Fair Director of Agriculture, talk about the importance of agriculture in the state of Wisconsin.
Well, as you know, agriculture is the largest employer in the state of Wisconsin and kind of the backbone of our economic industry, and certainly the history and traditions that we have here in Wisconsin of being an agricultural state run very deep. So this is a great place for us to showcase all those traditions that we have here in the state.
Absolutely. And you did mention that agriculture is the backbone of the state, but that's the same here at the fair. Like, it's all really surrounded around that agriculture, and it is, again, as you said, a way to showcase that to everybody who lives in the state and people who come from all over to visit.
Yes, we're really proud to be the showcase for Wisconsin agriculture here at the fair, and it definitely is the lifeline of what makes us a fair here instead of a local festival that you might have in other parts of Milwaukee. So
yeah,
it's a great opportunity for people from all over the state of Wisconsin to come in and compete with their animals and come to the fair and participate and get a chance to learn a little bit about urban life as well.
Yeah, and the reason I think this segment is so important because so many people come to the fair and take advantage of the food and the music, and they sometimes miss that whole part of excitement. So if people can know what to look for, then they most definitely can make their way over to the Ag Village and take in all of the different things that you've set up for this year. So tell us more about the Ag Village.
Okay, well, certainly there's a ton to see. You could probably come to the fair a couple days in order to see all the stuff going on in Ag Village, but stop by our Case IH Coliseum. It's a great place to watch some of the horse shows or some of the large animal dairy shows or beef shows going on throughout the day. We also have some dog demonstrations in there where you get a chance to see some dog sport activities, and basically if you could go to any of the different buildings, there'd be animals in them every day and you get a chance to interact with the exhibitors. We have a lot of ag education areas in the barns where you can get a chance to learn a little bit about Wisconsin agriculture and about the animals that are here at the fair.
So I'm interested in finding out, how do you become the Director of Agriculture at the State Fair? I mean, you have to have a pretty extensive background in dealing with the subject matter.
Sure. Yeah, I grew up on a farm in rural life and showed right here at this very fair when I was a kid, and so it certainly has a near and dear place in my heart. And I grew up and I was in ag education in college and was a high school teacher in agriculture, and ended up here at the fair park.
That is pretty awesome. Now, Kathleen, there are lots of competitions amongst the animals here at the fair, and I'm interested in knowing how long does it take for individuals who are ready to show their animals? They prepare for this for probably the whole year, right?
You know what, I can certainly speak to it from an urban standpoint, and probably one of my favorite parts of the fair is the urban meeting rural when it comes to the agricultural aspect of it. And I'll let Brian really elaborate on this, but it's tireless. These kids, the youth of our great state of Wisconsin, are absolutely amazing. You will come out to these fairgrounds and you will see them up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get your animal, to get their animals here to the Wisconsin State Fair is the end all. It is truly what they are striving for. So Brian, if you want to kind of elaborate a little bit more on what it really does take.
Yeah, these 11 days are certainly the highlights of most kids' summer, and many of these projects started a year ago already. The minute they walked off the fairgrounds last year, they started thinking about what they were going to bring back to the fair and started the preparation, the care and the maintenance of these animals year round. So it isn't something that just happens for 10 days during the year. This is a project that happens year round, and many of these kids spend a great deal of time and dedication getting ready for the fair.
Yeah, so when we talk about competition, so everybody's always competing for, I think I'm right when I say this, the blue ribbon.
Absolutely.
And so what is a judge looking for when they are ready to hand over that blue ribbon? What's important?
Well, there's a number of different things depending on the species, but bottom line is they want an animal that's very well presented, an animal that's a good representation of its breed or its particular species. Some cases it's a market animal, so it's a product that's going to end up on your table. In some cases it's a breeding stock piece that's able to be used for the genetics to be able to reproduce other animals down the road that are of high quality and characteristics. So there's a number of factors involved. We'll have over 200 judges from all around the country here evaluating the youth of Wisconsin and the projects that they're bringing to the fair. So we're really getting a great opportunity to take a look at what Wisconsin offers.
Yeah, and the governor's office plays some type of role in these competitions, right?
Yeah, we have a governor's livestock auction. So some of the winners in our market shows actually get to sell, and the youth get to be rewarded by other businesses here in the Milwaukee area that come out and support the youth and support their projects.
Okay.
And that happens on Wednesday night, August 12th.
Okay, definitely something to look forward to. And Wisconsin has a $43.4 billion industry when it comes to everything that is produced and really economical for the state. So let's talk about this Wisconsin State Fair Dairy Promotion Board, because this is not only a way to showcase all of the money that is generated from what makes Wisconsin great, but it's also giving out scholarships to students as well.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have a great group of dairy enthusiasts who have formed our Dairy Promotion Board, and what they do is a tremendous amount of dairy promotion and highlighting the importance of dairy to the state of Wisconsin and to the state fair. And they do a number of things, from providing scholarships to youth to doing a youth recognition program. They have a cheese and butter auction. They operate a cheese and butter competition for us. They're very involved in the House of Moo education. Just a really great group of people that are here promoting the dairy industry in Wisconsin.
I like that, the House of Moo.
The House of Moo, yes.
That didn't get past me. I'm like, that's very cute. So, Kathleen, when we look back at how the youth are incorporated into all the things that's going on here at the State Fair, there's also this State Fair camp that's going on for the duration of the 11 days. Can you tell us more about that?
It actually isn't the duration there, it's 5 days.
Okay.
And the really nice, great part about this, and I said it a little bit earlier about that rural meeting urban, is that they can come here and they can spend the entire day. And there's different focuses on the actual fair camps. But one of them is a veterinarian aspect, so they can really get a true sense from that point of view. There's the other aspect where they just really spend the entire day in the ag village, where the camp counselors will take them through and back to educating. We call it agucating at the Wisconsin State Fair, but it's really giving them truly that up close and personal where they would not have it otherwise. They get a t-shirt, they get a backpack, they get lunch, they get to spend their entire day here. So it is really something that we highly recommend, and again, there's a variety of the different age groups.
Okay, so is there still time for kids to get involved, or will they need to keep it in mind for next year?
At this point in time, they would need to keep it in mind for next year, but it is on our website at wistatefair.com, so you can get all of the information on that and on the different types of camps that we are conducting.
Yeah, and work ahead of the game and be ready for next summer, that's for sure. That's what's exciting about the fair, because you always know that it's going to come back around, and your hopes are that it gets bigger and better, and you never know what you guys are going to put out there. There's always something new, and just when you think that that's not possible, there's always new foods, new rides, all these things. So it's really exciting. And the last thing that I did want to talk about is how the viewers at home can in fact support the Wisconsin economy by buying Wisconsin products. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, if they have an opportunity to come here to the fair and get to maybe meet some of the folks who are here, or get a chance to see some of the animals, and then so it's basically go back and kind of supporting your local community through the products that the farmers and the producers in the area are producing. So we have the Wisconsin Products Pavilion here on the grounds, which is a great place to go in and take a look at what Wisconsin has to offer and all the delicious food and great events that we have going on.
Yeah, and before we wrap up, I have to have you tell us about this new construction that's going to be taking place through 2017.
Yes. 2017. We are excited. Wisconsin State Fair Park Foundation is a leading initiative to build us a new dairy education center, and it'll be located over where our current dairy parlor is, and it will incorporate the House of Moo as well as an enhanced egg education area to kind of be a focal point of the dairy industry in Wisconsin.
Okay.
It's really exciting. It's going to be really neat in 2017.
It is exciting. We'll all keep our eyes open to see how it comes about. So thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to talk to me today, because when we get this close to things actually taking off, then everybody here is working double time. So I really appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you.
All righty. And of course, Kathleen O'Leary is the Director of Marketing and Communications, and Brian Bolan is the Director of Agriculture for the Wisconsin State Fair. Again, it's presented by U.S. Cellular. Don't forget, it's happening here on the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds in West Allis, August 6th through the 16th. Log on to wistatefair.com for all the details. And that is going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, I thank you for watching, and I hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues, Milwaukee. Have a great day.